everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Alana Phillips, and I am here with Mark Russell from Central Florida Studios, formerly known as Iron Pixel Studios. Let's get right into it. Why did you change the name?
Oh, just decided to change it to Central Florida Studios. I have a company, Iron Pixel Media, and I decided to try to do Iron Pixel Studios. But you know, I had a new business partner come in, and they said, "Hey, we should try Central Florida Studios because it's like it says Orlando."
Yeah.
You know, Iron Pixel Studios does. I mean, it's my brand, and so he came up with the idea of Central Florida Studios, and I thought it was a good idea. It really says that we are here in Orlando.
I
so
like it.
Central Florida Studios.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I mean, it's literally the Central Florida. Why not?
Copy that, boss.
yeah.
You got it. Exactly.
But let's talk a bit about the history of now Central Florida Studios.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. Open 2 years now, and with any business, the first 2 years was the roughest. You know, because you have rent, you have insurance,
Sure.
you have utilities. Oh my God, utilities! Man, when you lease a building, utilities is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I'm telling you. So, but we've been able to stay above water, and we're getting a clientele base now. We're getting a lot of people. They're definitely getting interest. It's funny, like the second year, we started getting more people in, and we had so many people say, "We didn't know you existed.
Yeah.
We had no idea you were here."
That
and
always
I'm like,
happens.
damn, I'm marketing on Facebook, I'm doing social, I'm doing everything I can to get out there. But I guess it wasn't enough. So Corbin's got some great ideas. I've got a social media person that's helping me. I've got a marketing lady that's helping me now. So we're going to try to get the word out there and really get people to know who we are and why we're here.
Absolutely, and there's so much to offer here. We have Studio A, Studio B, we have a podcast studio, we have an editing room. You want to talk a little more about that?
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop. So basically, a client can come in, let's say they can say, well, first of all, we've got the soundstage here, which has got the huge green screen, which
really
it's
impressive.
a 17 by 19 green screen, about 11, 12 feet high. We're actually going to increase the height because when we do the puppet work, puppeteers stand, they're really high, so I've got to raise it up to accommodate for the puppeteers. I got to keep puppeteers happy.
Okay.
We'll talk about
We
puppeteers
definitely
later.
have to talk more about the puppeteers.
So we do have the green site. This is actually large enough for a car to come in here. We've had some car commercials shot in here, some car VFX, car videos for music videos have been shot here. So yes, we even had a Batmobile in here for a
Cool.
cosplayer who does Batman.
I love it.
And so that actually fits right here on the soundstage.
That's
we're also building on the other side of the soundstage, we're building a white cyc. The problem I was coming across a lot of times was I'd have a booking for the green screen.
Yeah.
Great, no problem. The next day, the booking was, oh, we want the white cyc. So I'd be up till 2 o'clock in the morning painting this cyc white for the photography class, whatever the case may be.
Man, yeah.
Painting that white, getting it all set. The next day, oh, we want the green screen. And I had to paint it green. So I was just getting tired of just living here, painting all the time.
Yeah, you're putting stock in a...
Big time.
Yeah.
And the guy, I'm on a first name basis with the guy at Home Depot, the painting department.
Exactly.
So anyway, I decided to build white cyc, and it's under construction now to be done this week. When it's finished, we'll send you guys images. This is going to look amazing. It's 16 foot wide, and it's going to be about 12 feet high. It's perfect for photographers.
That's going to be right over here?
It's right over here on this side of the whole
cool.
studio. And it's actually movable, so what's going to happen is because of the length of the white cyc, cars can't get in.
Yeah.
So I've made it so where you can actually up it and move it across, car can come in, and then the white cyc can go back into place again. So it's very mobile.
That's really
Well, the whole
cool.
studio is designed to be modular because everybody has a different project. Everybody wants something different. So we built that white cyc's happening. We built this awesome background for one of our clients called Color Bar. This actually was constructed just for them because they come here every month.
It's really nice.
And they do 6 episodes a month. They're like our awesome client right now. They rock. Betsy, Kim, I love you guys. And they shoot here. And then we have the wood wall. That was used for a bartending show called Bitching Bartenders.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Funny as hell. Awesome. The only problem was they were drinking as they were doing the show. Got a little bit too much bitching about towards the end of that. Great guys, though. Great little show. I hope they come back.
Yeah.
But we built that whole thing. We built a bar, literally. Built
That's
a bar
so cool.
over here. The podcast studio is a turnkey studio. The whole design for the podcast studio was basically, it's where people can walk in. It's already lit. It's ready to go. It's got 3 cameras, all ready to go. It's got a Sumo switcher, all ready to go. Mics, all ready to go. You just walk in and do your podcast. Now, the cool thing is we have it designed so that the switcher's right there. So you're doing a live switch.
Yeah.
When the client walks out the door, they've got the ISOs of each one of their cameras. They've got the separate audio tracks, and they also have the program feed, which is the switch feed. So they can actually have their show turned around within an hour. or 2
Wow.
hours of turnaround time of shooting it.
Yeah, I know. It's an incredible setup. I was looking at it the other day when we were here, and
Thank you.
just really, really
That
cool.
was actually Jeremiah. When Jeremiah's here, that was his design. He came up that whole thing. He did a good job on it. I took over on the more of the technical side of it, but he came up with the initial backgrounds and the table and stuff.
Yeah.
It did a nice job
Yeah,
on it.
because you got the table, and then you have the desk and the chair. Kind of looks a little like a newsroom
The
almost.
desk and the chair is new. Thank you for asking
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so we just started something new. We have a client that does a live feed to Washington D.C. and he talks to some pretty high-end officials.
Yeah.
And so we need to get fiber into the building. So this building now has fiber
That's so
in
cool.
here.
Yeah.
So we can do live streams anywhere in the world. Yeah, because we were doing that live stream to Washington, D.C. and I'm doing this job for about 25 years now. I don't usually get nervous. I'm usually pretty cool. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
play over there, play. Okay, but like the guy here, he's good, rock and roll. When we went to a live feed and we're talking to an advisor in the White House, or we're talking to somebody that's in the Department of Defense,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going like, please, God, don't let there be a glitch or anything go down.
Right.
Everything's on battery backup. So even if the power went out, they'd still be able to communicate through that thing.
But everything's been working well so far.
It's been great.
Good.
The client loves it, and we're his #1 choice here in Orlando for his live feeds.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So anybody can come here
Yes, they can.
and
It's open
shoot their films, work on their podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
What are your prices?
Our prices are very decent. I mean, if you just want the space,
Yeah.
our prices range from $80 to $95 an hour for the soundstage area.
Yeah.
Podcast studio is just $150 per hour, but that is everything. That's
Yeah.
your cameras, lighting, mics. You get one engineer that runs the whole show for you, and you walk out with an almost edited piece. It's pretty much edited. All you gotta do is add your brand and opening and close to it, and you've got your podcast
I
ready to
love
go.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We do the sound work on it too, so it sounds great when it goes out the door as well.
That is so
Yeah.
perfect for anybody, even to people who are just starting out too, and maybe
Yeah,
need to
yeah, yeah.
learn a little more.
Yeah, and we have like a sliding scale. We have we get some students that reach out to us, and
Yeah.
we'll cut them deals because I want to help students. In fact, we just gave a bunch of our equipment to a student film that's being shot right now.
Oh, cool.
So we let them use a bunch of our lights, our C-stands. I gave them tripods. I gave them Hollyland wireless transmitters, everything they needed to do a small production.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I was reading on the website that you guys also work on location as
Yeah,
well.
we do
So-
location. Yeah, we have a full production company here. So the base, the studio can be rented. You do the space, you want it, no problem.
Yeah.
If you don't have a crew and you need a crew, we can supply crew. If you need camera equipment, we can supply camera equipment.
I love
If
it.
you need lighting, I got gaffers, I can hook you up. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
If you need it, we can take care of it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there a website or any social media?
Yes, our website is centralfloridastudios.com.
Perfect.
We are on Instagram, Central Florida Studios on Instagram, and also Facebook.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
Now, Mark, before we go,
Yes.
we have another guest here at the studio.
You do. You have our VFX guy, Corbin Huggins, and Corbin is part of the conglomeration that we're building here at Central Florida Studios. And Corbin does a lot of VFX work. I mean, he is pretty awesome. I mean, this is his world, the green screen world,
Yeah.
with all the tracking markers and stuff. He's the one that actually brings the backgrounds to life.
I love it.
You know, and he creates 3D worlds. He actually helped me with my SpaceX project last year, and he's just awesome.
All right, well, let's bring him out then.
All right, let's go get him.
All right, guys, I am here with Corbin Huggins. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired.
Yeah, I get it.
Every night's a long night here.
Absolutely. Working in a studio, editing.
I never
long.
go home.
What is
so.
sleep?
Yeah,
right?
no, my sleep schedule is completely messed up. That's the problem with being on the computer instead of being on set. Is you get to decide when you go to bed, and usually
Yeah.
you don't. So
Yeah, you get sucked in. It's one
Yeah.
of those things. I have
Yeah.
the same problem when I'm editing. Absolutely. So, what is it that you do here at the studio? How long have you been with the studio?
So I've just came on board the studio a couple months ago. Mostly what I do is the kind of like software IT stuff. So I set up a server here, and I set up a security system, and I set up the website, things like that. I manage the kind of like the day-to-day stuff, set up events and schedule things like that. My background is in visual effects, so there's a lot of crossover with like IT, computer science stuff with visual effects. A lot of people assume that it's just you go in After Effects and you slap stuff on top of other things, but there's actually a little bit more to it. Like there's some coding and things like that. Not that I would never consider myself a computer engineer by any stretch of the imagination, but I know my way around
Yeah.
a computer and know a little bit of coding, things like that.
And with working VFX here, you were saying like a lot of the time you have to work with the client, figure out what it is they want.
Yes, gosh, most of the time. I mean, it's I'm what's called a VFX generalist.
Yeah.
So I do a little bit of everything, and it makes me affordable to lower budget productions that can't afford to pay like 100 people in a studio to get one shot done.
Yeah.
Because that's typically the pipeline, is people specialize either as a compositor or a CG or an FX artist. And so just to get one shot done, you have to hire 4 or 5 people.
Right.
At minimum. And typically it goes much beyond that.
What programs do you use here at the studio?
So if I'm doing 2D compositing, it's Nuke. Unless it's something like Quick and Dirty, then I'll use After Effects.
Yeah.
But typically it's Nuke for your compositing work. For my 3D work, I'm very comfortable in Cinema 4D. It's not the industry standard. I'll use Maya if I'm working in a team that is also using Maya. But if I don't have a gun to my head, then I'll usually go to Cinema 4D.
Yeah.
But I'm forcing myself to make the leap to Houdini, which I previously only used for physics simulation work. So basically I'll do whatever I'm doing in Cinema 4D and then export out the geometry to Houdini to do like a physics sim, and then bring it back into Cinema 4D.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go all in on Houdini.
Absolutely.
It's the most confusing program you'll ever open up in your life.
Yeah.
But when you get something going, it feels, you have so much control over every single element that it's, there's a reason a lot of the studios are migrating to that. A lot of studios will still use Maya for rendering, the final step when you hit the button and it turns into a pretty picture.
Yeah.
But there is a migration towards all around using Houdini, because it just does everything. It does everything super well. It's a super open software that you can go and modify for any of your needs.
Yeah.
And it's very nice.
Yeah.
But I have a couple of very specific niche softwares that I'll use for, like, AI is the big thing now.
Yeah.
A lot of studios and productions will want to avoid uploading to something like the Google's got that VO3 or ChatGPT's got Sora or whatever, because you're uploading your project to a third party that is almost definitely scraping that for training their own models.
You got a lot going on. You have a lot of knowledge. And speaking of having a lot going on, a lot of knowledge, you also are teaching a course here.
Yeah, we're doing
a workshop.
Yeah, we're doing a free class. I don't know when this is going out, but it'll be this coming Saturday and probably ongoing from there.
Yeah.
But we'll just basically be going over the start to finish, filming something on the green screen, 3D tracking your shot, making a 3D environment, rendering it out and compositing it, and I'll probably just spit off some random things that flow through my head in the middle of that are probably semi-unrelated, but I have a lot of things that I can talk about.
Absolutely.
So if you want to learn some things, then I will happily talk about it.
You guys heard it here, folks. Do you have any social media?
Yeah.
Or website? I
think literally all of my social media is the same. I think it's all Corbin_Huggins_VFX, except for my LinkedIn, which is something that I made years ago. It's like Corbin VSFX or something. But I barely touch my LinkedIn. I probably should touch it more.
I know.
Website's literally just CorbinHuggins.com.
Perfect.
So.
Thank you so much. It has
problem.
been so great to speak with you. Thanks for watching, guys.
Got a little worked up.
I loved it. Well, that's all the time we have left here at Central Florida Studios. We just want to thank Mark and Corbin so much for letting us hang out today. If you want to catch more of Indie Cinema Showcase, check out our social media below. And as they say in the film industry, that's a wrap. See you next time.